I was talking to Real, and he was talking shit to me about
which Real?
Lol.
I would have said Lil Real.
I call both of them Real though, so I don't say.
Oh, because it's Real Battle and okay,
Real Battle. Yeah, no. Has he dropped the Lol?
Real Battle.
No, I mean, I'm sure he's professionally Lil Real, but I'm about to have to be like Lil Real.
He goes by Lil Real.
Lil Real, yeah.
Real Battle. He was talking shit to me about me being unemployed right now, and I was like,
You're
well,
technically not unemployed though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I kind of.
You got monies and you got investments. We tell us all the time.
That's true.
I mean, you have other streams of income, so you're not technically. You're just not working on a show right now. But you are gainfully employed.
That's true.
Did you say gayfully?
I said
gayfully. Yeah, he's happily
It's
employed.
like you gay now too, Justin?
Gainfully, you
a
wish.
real big announcement.
You wish.
I don't wish, but there's a lot of West Hollywood men that will probably take care of you. Real nice.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
You might not even have to have sex with them.
They wanted me to kiss a dude in a movie one time, and I didn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You too.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
You look too little maybes to be kissing niggas on TV.
I look too little. Maybe it's my eyes, isn't it? I forgot how good Rubyn eyes look.
Rubyn got some nice eyes.
Yeah, you got them hazel eyes.
See, you talking about gay shit like that. That's why you can't.
That's because but I'm so secure in my masculinity.
You can do it, right?
That'd be the funny thing when I do like gay jokes. And like the black male comedians like, oh, no, you can't talk about that stuff. And I'm like, that to me, I be thinking that they got some type of inner stuff going on or something happened to them in their childhood. Because if you really, really secure in your masculinity, you like, it's a joke. Like, who cares?
Yeah, you know you joking about it. So
Yeah. So that's why I suck dick.
That's how he got those shows.
Wow.
Rush Hour MacGyver.
Well, I gotta say, I'm considering over here. I got a family to feed, and if
you
that's
got like
all,
3 kids.
10 of them now. No, I got 3.
Better start sucking some dicks.
At some point in Hollywood, you consider like, Dad, how did you get that big role? And I'm like, every week. Fine. I got to go suck off Mr. Silverstein.
That's the only reason I said I couldn't do it, though. Because I know, like, when I'm in my big-ass mansion, every night when I go to bed, in my bed, the thought is going to be like, nigga, you know what you did to get this house? Like, like that's going to haunt me every night when I go to sleep.
Every time you burp, you're going to smell like
I'm going to be like, oh, shit, nigga, I sucked a dick for this bed. Nigga, like, oh, God.
I was like, the thought, the taste.
Like, every time I get done fucking the bad bitch, I'm like, damn, I sucked a dick to get this bitch in my bed.
But did you have to taste the pre-cum?
Oh, there you go, the pre-cum.
See, we don't know about pre-cum. At least I don't.
Me neither.
I don't deal with pre-cum personally.
But that is
because he's married. He doesn't get his dick sucked anymore.
Yeah. Oh shit! Rude. I'll get my wife in here right now to prove
it. Please, I love to watch.
Okay,
film
cool.
it.
Yeah, we got 3 cameras. That's about right.
I just was at a comedy club in a one. First of all, welcome to Fuck Your Feelings. We keeping all of this though, Lee. All this shit we were just saying. Welcome to Fuck Your.
I didn't know we started.
Hot mic.
It's a rolling start. This episode. Welcome to Fuck Your Feelings, the greatest podcast to ever exist, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. People don't share. We got a phenomenal episode. We got Jasmin Leigh.
What up? What up?
We got Rubyn Warren.
What up?
We got Samson Crouppen.
What up? Yeah, that's right. Like pooping, like where am I looking?
I'm saying Crouppen.
You looking at me, motherfucker?
Yeah, you've been calling me Crippen for quite some time.
Why have you never corrected me?
You've been calling
because I like Samson Crouppen. It gives my street cred.
And Samson tries to be black so bad.
I do
somehow.
Not. Shut up.
His number is attached to a black man in my phone. I have no idea how.
What?
Yes, if you go in there, you look at my contacts. A black man comes up when I call him.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking, Samson.
Look at God.
That's what I was thinking, Samson. Are you Jewish, Samson?
Yeah, that's the secret. Only Jewish people can actually be cool with black people. You know what I mean?
If I wasn't Christian, I would be Jewish for sure. This is what I was thinking, man. Do you ever feel like, I don't know if this is gonna be a crazy ass question, but I was thinking off tops. I know this about to start up. This is how you know it's about to be something crazy sideways. You ever feel like as a white man you should have it easier in the industry? Like you ever feel like I wish I ought to be on because of
because I invested in the black community comedy. I'm here with you guys.
They want reparations for helping black people. This is the bullshit.
That's the worst part. I don't get to ask for reparations, but I've been here the whole fucking time. You know what I mean?
It's like, if you had white friends, you would have made it faster, or you would have been on.
No, I mean, I know that sounds silly, but honestly, yeah,
he might have.
I mean, I always, I always thought I was gonna be Jim Carrey. I loved In Living Color. I thought Guy Torry gave me my start in the PCP at the Fat Comedy Tuesdays. And I just thought, I'm like, I'm the only white guy here, Sam. What I'm doing. And I acclimated. I've really, like you said, trying to be black. I have had to become black adjacent, which most white people just don't take any time to want to do.
Move the mic a little closer to
you. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
But it has their executives, agents don't come into any of the rooms that I've been playing in. Because for all of you. So to answer your question, no, I don't feel discriminated because I'm white and Jewish. I have no excuse not to be famous by now.
It's hard work to fuck up in white.
Well, that's my point though, because sometimes people be like, because you Jewish, that's why he's on. But he's a Jewish dude and not on yet. And so
I'm not a good Jew.
But once you get in,
and you know a lot of people.
Do you feel like the relationships might be?
They don't like me. Jewish people, honestly, they don't like me. I don't look Jewish. That's honestly why I've gravitated towards the black community, because I felt that love. I felt the community. Like, you know, we've had a lot of people pass. Like, we feel that each time. I won't say it's not there with the white community, but I've never gotten that love at all. And you know,
I feel bad for the white man.
Look, yeah,
that vibe was way too big. Way too big.
It's hard being white.
It's hard being white.
But no, I will say I do think that if you had a different company, you probably would have been on faster. And we have that togetherness because we have to, and because there's so many white people. There's so many opportunities for white people. Like, they don't really have to have that same brotherhood, that same sisterhood, that same like family like values. They can just go out here and do whatever, because there's plenty of shit for them to do.
And I also too, I wouldn't go the other route because I wouldn't be the comedian I am. You know, I mean, look, I've ripped so much from black culture comedy to become the comedian that I am. So, but I just realized it's about acknowledging that.
I appreciate that.
Hang with black comedians definitely makes you funnier because you're not.
There's I mean, it's no doubt. People always say,
be mediocre like the other white people make
everything.
We keep it a buck, man. A lot of these white comics out here making it, but they mediocre as fuck.
And that's the thing. My energy, everything. Getting to feature for Donnell Rawlings, getting to perform with Tiffany all the years. You know, knowing Justin, like all you guys, everybody. That has been, you know, I don't fake and act like that. I've taken it. I'd sit there and rap and freestyle on stage. You know, I didn't just get that.
I can't vouch for that part.
Get the fuck out of here, Jasmin. I will smoke you in a fucking.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.
We about to have a battle.
Listen, where am I be that? But anyway. No, but I will say, Samson, no, I'm not about to rap.
I'm joking.
What I will say, I'm on a rap podcast. They're gonna be like, bitch, no. What I will say is that you have made, like, the word made it is like, there's so many like layers to that. But I will say that you have made a lot of good connections. Like, your name comes up a lot in rooms that you are not in. It's come up a lot on our podcast.
Oh, good.
So you know,
I'm not working at all like Justin. I mean,
but it's not business. It's about, honestly, I feel like networking and putting in those roots is going to be what's most important, because I think of LA as like high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their grades. So it's like when we graduate, that's when you're gonna start getting on. So you know what I'm saying? Like, just, I think.
Yeah, man, that's part of the reason why I started this podcast, man. This business is all about relationships. You know what I'm saying? Your talent gonna get you in the door, but the relationships, that's what's gonna keep you working. Yep. That's what's gonna help elevate you to the next level. When you be hearing these people talking about you look at Adam Sandler clique. You know what I'm saying? Or any of these cliques, the Judd Apatow, you know what I'm saying? It's the same people, and they keep working with each other. They keep building together. You know, like, we are the next Chappelle's and Chris Rock's and Bill Burr's and Whitney Cummings and all these. You see what I'm saying? So we got to keep working together and help build our each other up, and then we gonna beat them people. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I think a lot of times we work separately, and it's like, I look at, we're like the Castaway reference, where you're like, you know, you got to get off the island yourself and make it past the break. True. But I find that a lot. But what I'm saying, I find like we should be working together a lot more to like combine up, tagging each other, like you said, supporting each other's videos more. And I think people do that, but I think as we're all kind of have our head down trying to get ourselves on, And
what you don't think is true, Justin?
I think that we work together a lot. I think that everyone has like their own cliques with who they work with, but I don't think that it's that we're not working together. I think
no, it could just be me. Like what I'm.
No, but you have your cliques too, and you work with the same people a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever I do a show, I always have Justin on there. Whenever he has anything that he, you know what I'm saying, like you look out for the people that you kind of just gravitate towards. So I don't think that is that we're not working together. I definitely see that, and I hate when people say that because it's like I see so
pissed
many.
Off Jasmine.
I'm like, you didn't piss me off.
No,
I
agree.
I'm just saying, like we
you
don't give
angry
enough.
black woman.
No.
We don't give each other enough credit. That's what I don't
mean. I guess I don't mean we're not all working together. I just sometimes I mean like almost in a larger there should be a comedy union or
I've been saying
like
that,
I say like, and maybe that's what I meant in a way like. The bigger, richer comedians, when we get on, pay back into a system, like we talked about, there's been health, death, stuff like that. So, like, I mean, we don't look after each other as comedians. Like when the big ones get on, there should be a literal union where we can all have cheap health insurance through and things like that. Where, I mean, once you get on, sometimes you tend to be like, I'm good, you know? But I don't know. But I hear what you're saying. I'm just backpedaling.
Fuck these people, man.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
but it's hard. You can't take care of everybody.
You can't.
You can't.
No, you can't, man. You know, I was even because I graduated from HBCU, Clark Atlanta University.
FAMU.
And basically, like they were saying, like how low it is, how low the rate is of like alumni giving back to the college financially. And I'm like, well, tuition is $40,000 a year or $80,000. My shit might have been. So no, nigga, I'm not giving back to the school. You got it. You're like, you took it. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm still, bro, I had to become the star of a TV show to pay off my college tuition.
Wow.
Do you understand what the fuck I'm saying?
Regular people aren't doing that.
Yes, exactly. So if you think, nigga, I'm finna get this money and then give more money, it's like, bro, I just paid y'all all the fucking money I had.
You know what it is, though?
And now I'm the angry Negro.
we all can hear you just
hilarious. Say it again.
But
angry Negro.
What I will say about HBCUs, and I can specifically talk about FAMU, although they can say, oh, we might not be putting money back into the actual school, we are putting people in rooms. And sometimes that is even more important. When I moved here, everything that I got was from somebody I knew from FAMU. And just because they're not getting you an actual gig or putting money in your pocket, if you're putting me in a room and I'm rubbing shoulders with somebody I would have never talked to, then you are doing me a great service. And then once I get in there, is what you do with it.
The connections.
Yeah, I will say we don't, as black people, we don't give ourselves enough credit for the fact that we actually do, because we always like to say, oh, black, we don't look out for each other, we don't do this and that. But the truth of the matter is, like, we really do though. Like I can say I've been out in LA almost 10 years now. And most of my opportunities that I've gotten have been from other black comedians. You know what I'm saying? So I think as black people, we got to give ourselves a little bit more credit, because we're so quick to say that we don't do anything. We just selfish and don't have unity. But it's like, nah, fam, like, we really do be out here looking out for one another. Like, I can say that for a fact.
Well, that's why, like, back to what I was saying, that's why I'm here, because I've gotten that love that it's not in other comedy communities as much, you know?
Take everybody.
Well, they say your fans gonna find you anyways. You know, like your fan base, your audience gonna find you. Jasmin.
Yes.
Before the podcast, we were talking about how you was straight and now you're gay again.
Didn't you see the rainbow flag in my profile and back?
She's back. What? What nigga? What dude messed up?
Listen, we all know. It's honestly.
Was it the baby daddy?
I mean, I'm not going to talk about my child's father because, you know, she might see this one day. But what I will say is that it wasn't him. Our relationship wasn't going to work because I just wasn't supposed to be with a dude.
Right.
So it's like, I kind of like, I fell for it because like I fell for the person. But then as we kept going, it's like literally everything got on my nerves. Like, I curse this nigga out for chewing too loud. So it's like, I was looking for any reasons not to have sex. Like, your shoes are untied. You're not getting head tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was not.
For having his shoes untied?
Listen.
That's why you're saying wives aren't sucking dick anymore. I was like, my wife's cool.
No, like, seriously. So it really wasn't a dude that did anything to me. I legit, this man was on a timer.
Nobody wants to be that guy. I had a friend like that, like his ex-girlfriend went gay just right after, and we all teased him about it. You know, be like, it was your trash dick.
No, it's
Trash
not.
dick.
It's
Trash
not usually.
dick.
Women are way worse than men.
I'm joking.
And also,
What you mean? Expound.
I mean, women are very smart and vindictive, and
Amen.
they can hurt you more.
Facts.
Men
Yes.
are very dumb.
Yeah.
They don't really know what to do besides cheat. Like, oh, you cheated on me.
Well, here's my theory. Here's my theory. All women are crazy. All men are dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
can
fair.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Or like men are dogs, women are cats.
I like that one.
Yeah. Thank you.
I like that one, but yeah, it wasn't really, and it wasn't really, anything that he did. I would say that.
Or didn't.
I
do.
love that you went full on straight though. Like you went all the way to like procreating. Like you went because when I met you, you was all the way gay. When I first met you,
she didn't procreate.
She went back to Eve.
That was an accidental procreation.
That's what straight people do.
God
We
doesn't make
procreate.
accidents. God does not make
She
accidents.
went full on straight, man.
Accidentally fell on a dick.
Right.
Like I said, I remember the first day she was straight. I remember the first day she was straight because we was hanging out and she was with some nigga that was like working her nerves. So she was like, Rubyn, he got me blocked. So can I use your phone? I was like, okay.
He got you blocked.
Listen,
Yeah. So she called. So she on the phone. We supposed to be shooting sketches and stuff. She on the phone while we not shooting. I was like, yeah, nigga, because when I was with you, you was doing. I'm like, oh my god, you are straight. You are all the way in there.
Jasmine
I
fall
don't
in love
have
quick.
that.
Jasmine fall in love quick.
Listen, I don't have.
You know what? You might be a pansexual, which my cousin is, which means you can fall in love with. It's who you fall in love with is who you fall in
No,
love
I don't think so.
with. Okay,
Yeah.
I just.
I think I just dabbled in a little
She's
dick. and now I'm back.
transphobic.
She needs to be canceled.
Listen, it's not for me. I'd rather my parts come,
We respect that.
Yeah.
original.
Rubyn, you got a girl? You got a lady?
Nah. I've
He
been
did
single.
with a big old ass.
I did though, man. When I tell you, I had
Rubyn's always got a fat ass girlfriend.
Nigga,
I mean, he got a fat ass. So she gotta have a fat ass.
You gotta match the fat ass. That's so funny.
No, I did. I had a chick. We was together almost 3 years, and then we broke up. So yeah, I've been out here single and shit, just on my grind and just really like I'm doing like women do that whole like focus on me and shit. And I get it though. Like I understand where women be coming from with that shit.
Self-care.
Like, I'm gonna focus on me and get my goals and my energy together. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That is what I did.
I'm tired of Taquita text me with these late ass texts. I texted Taquita literally a week ago.
She busy.
She ain't nobody that goddamn busy. Ain't nobody.
I texted Taquita yesterday.
She texted you right back then.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation.
Fuck you, Taquita.
Right, yeah.
And that will be a clip.
Selective
We literally texted
texting.
yesterday. I was like, "Hey, girl, how you doing?" She was like, "I'm good." Like,
He's like damn near a doctor, number one. And then also probably because we just left a memorial, so everyone's like texting back. Leave Taquita alone.
Oh, now she thinking about
Now
me.
she thinking about
I went to some nigga memorial and now she like,
It was Boogie B's memorial.
let me text Justin because I don't know when he gonna go.
Right.
Oh shit, not gonna wood.
I just be afraid.
When's he
for
gonna
people
get
to text
canceled
me
again?
now.
What we was talking about? You and your ladies. You got a
relationships.
fat ass.
Fat ass.
Back to you having a fat ass.
My wife.
Why we
got a
not talking
fat
about my
ass.
fat ass? Why?
It's fat.
Yeah.
It is. But he was talking about taking his time, and I definitely agree with that. Because honestly, I was out here thirsty in these streets. I told you I put the rainbow on my profile because I was like, all right, bitches, I'm back. I'm trying to find one. And I was really just like, and as soon as I chilled out, and I was like, you know what? I ain't trying to look for nobody.
Yeah, I really
I
like
ran into someone.
it's hella chill though. It's like, you just kind of focus on you. You go to the gym, you know what I'm saying? You working on your finances, you just like really just progressing as on your personal level.
Right.
And it's like you realize you don't even really care about these bitches when you like really focus on yourself. Like you
got
don't really
two
care.
hands. What
Like,
you need a bitch for?
that
I'm so
Well.
sick of women saying this shit.
These two hands are
I'm
rough,
so
honey.
sick. I'm so sick of heterosexual women.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be specific.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of heterosexual women saying, "I don't need no man. I got a vibrator. I don't need no man. I got a vibrator." But then they still want a man. They ultimately still want
the vibrator don't cuddle with you when
the
you get
vibrator.
done.
Don't cuddle with the vibrator. Don't help pay bills either.
It don't.
And neither do niggas.
That part.
No. Don't y'all laugh at that shit. That's you broke niggas. That's how you know you got you a broke nigga. Don't you laugh at this shit.
Hey, I have my own apartment in LA, okay? I don't have no roommates. I pay my bills.
Wait, no roommates.
No roommates.
That's huge.
And his futon got a pillow top, so go on over there.
That's
baby.
rich in LA when you don't have roommates.
That's
Oh
true.
no,
Yeah,
that
never
is like no. When I
yeah,
when I
yeah.
tell women on dates, I be like, yeah, I got my own car, and I got my own apartment, no roommates. They be looking like, Oh, you can get the pussy right now.
Daddy, no roommates either,
oh,
Daddy.
Yeah, they be excited.
Granite
they really be happy.
countertops?
They be like, ooh, no roommates? I'm like, yeah, you can get as loud as you want to.
Right.
I just said all that. Women be talking about they can just use their vibrator, and it's bullshit. Because at the end of the day, this is what I realized. I said this yesterday at an open mic because I was like, what is a woman's vice? I was like, what is a woman? Men, we got sex, drugs, gambling. We got a bunch of vices. I was like, what is a woman's vice? And I realized a woman's vice is love. That's a woman's vice. They have to have it. They have to have commitment. They have to have, and you'll fucking go crazy.
I would say it's attention, not love. That's their vice.
I was gonna say
I like attention too.
It's attention.
I'm gonna still stick to my shit, nigga. And don't you steal my goddamn premise. But I agree with that. I agree with that too, though. I do agree with that. I think that's a great observation.
As a woman,
yes, please.
Oh, here we go.
Please, Queen.
I will say. I will agree because
which one?
So actually love and attention because what I realize is that when I'm not in a relationship, you date your friends. Like you go on date type shit with your friends. You get all of that love and affection from whoever you're hanging out with, but you have to get it from somewhere.
Yeah. I would say it's a list. My wife loves a fucking list.
Boy, I thought you said a lisp.
Oh, a lisp. No, she's a speech therapist. No.
You said what do you think?
A list. She loves making lists for me because she loves to act like I'm an idiot and I couldn't get anything done if she wasn't texting me. That's true.
You really wouldn't.
Most of the stuff. I almost missed this podcast and she was like, you got a podcast today? No.
That's hilarious.
No, not really. But she does. But women love to definitely, like, we are going back. Men are dumb, but like she likes to kind of text me stuff, remind me of stuff when I got it. Needed. Yeah, like not needed is a hard, but yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's that men are dumb and women are smart. I really do think it's
we didn't say women were smart. Wait a minute.
But
we said women were crazy and men are dumb.
Oh yeah, that. But no, I think
crazy don't mean dumb.
Jeez, Rubyn.
No, but what I mean
you're canceled. Fuck you.
I know. Get out of here.
No, but I was gonna say I really do think it's more so like men are big. We're big picture. Like we see the big picture. We see like the through line of the logic.
But you don't have the details.
But yeah, but like women, they see all the little details of the big picture, and that's where like we compliment each other. You know what I'm saying? Because like we be like, this is the end goal right here, baby, and they'll be like, I see that.
But how we get?
But this is how we gotta take this route to get there.
And your wife helps you get there.
Yeah, so I think that's where we compliment each other because it's so easy, especially on social media stuff. Like dating through social media in this generation is toxic as fuck because like both sides just be saying like each side ain't shit and you should hate them like I do, and we be sitting there like taking it in like that's right, but
those are all toxic people. If you all men are not shit. They are all dumb, but they are not.
Hilarious.
It's like
well, and it's a fixer upper. You have to look like my wife. I mean, crazy. We've been together since we were 19. Wow. So like we had no clue of religion, money, we didn't care about any of that. So it's harder out here, especially with the social media culture of like, oh, Rubyn, I can see what you're doing. Oh, you went to the Bahamas. I want to, and it's all this. You have to really get somebody on just you, not money, not anything. And then, you got real love, but it's hard to, especially actors and stuff. I've seen people, they get this beautiful model girl and they're kind of overweight and they lose the job, get canceled. And that girl's gone, and vice versa. So,
well, I think any logical thinking man knows that that's what that is.
It is. I mean, obviously,
we know you gone as soon as the money dry
away. But you're choosing to have. They're choosing to have. Yeah. Like you could have somebody that loves you, or you could have somebody that's a beautiful arm candy. Like
I'd like that both.
But even an ugly one will want you with money. So I don't know why. Like, an ugly one will leave you once the money gone too.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Like, but that's what I'm saying. If you've been broke with a woman and rich, and then you go broke again, I don't think she's gonna leave you.
No, she's gonna leave.
That's the thing. Yeah. I had a broke nigga, right? And I would have stuck beside his ass if he would have tried to do anything.
If you were straight.
That too.
Oops, forgot I don't like dick.
So it's not all just about money.
Of course.
It's like,
oh yeah.
It's not just about
it's
money.
A ride or die kind of,
But money is preferred.
Money
absolutely
makes things easier. It like makes you like when you're with somebody that's broke, you gonna notice every single thing they doing to get on your goddamn nerves. Like you just are. And then especially if there's money problems, it's like, oh well, that's why we ain't got no money. It's like, I'm just
you ain't shit.
Dwayne Wade had a whole outside baby. Gabby still came back.
Well,
that's true, but they was separated. They were separated at the time.
But you can pay for that.
And Gabrielle Union was a cheater too, so she probably understood.
Nonetheless, though, just though, men who got money, when they step out and do stuff, the women be
you
like,
gotta have money to cheat.
It's a little bit of cheating. Like, you can't be like, it's a little bit of cheating. It's okay.
Yeah, you can't be broke cheater.
You can't be broke cheater.
Yeah, like, you can, but it's trash.
You can, but yeah, it ain't.
That's why I say the dudes that always talk about how they're so faithful, that's usually the ones who win.
They're broke.
The woman make more money than them, and they just happy to have shelter.
They can't afford. So they're happy to shelter in place.
I never leave you. I never do anything. You know, they just happy to have a place to sleep at night.
Want your feet rubbed,
You need some head tonight?
Yeah, right. You need some head.
But somebody that has options and got money, they be like, all right, bitch, I go get a hotel. You know,
right.
And they're like, wait a minute.
Like Corey Holcomb joke, he be like, shout out to the men who are one job interview away from getting on their feet, leaving their lady.
And that's honestly, I feel like it's more women that are taking care of men that I know.
Amen.
And that's not really it's
it's
not really a good thing. I guess I don't know.
But even if it ain't financially, women take care of men emotionally.
It's never
and mentally.
But it goes.
The women
back
are nurturers, so by nature they nurture.
It goes back to what you were saying about the long, like, men, we have our head in the clouds where women, like my wife is a speech therapist. I'm trying to be a famous comedian, you know, like she actually has a real check that's been coming in every week for years. And
he ain't never going nowhere.
Never. I'm that guy. I'm not leaving my wife until I can afford
to. But you know what, too?
Until I can afford to.
With this whole 50-50 thing,
you ain't getting
what
no head
bothers
tonight.
me.
She's not watching this.
She can hear right now. She has an ear tag.
My bad. What you saying, Jasmine?
No, with the 50-50
and we're out of time. This has been. Go. My bad. Go.
With the 50-50 thing, it's never truly 50-50. Because like even when like this whole like, oh, you need to pay half the bills. So I'll go back to my only adult male relationship. So I'm going to work. I'm making money. I'm coming in. He's going to work.
What about your father? But
I didn't marry my father. What are you talking about?
When you say only male relationship, but
I didn't have sex with my father.
Oh, you talking about relate? Oh, I mean,
that's good.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Go. I'm listening. Go.
No, it's like, okay, we're both working. We're both paying all half of the bills. But yet when he comes, he's coming home and he's chilling. When I come home, there's no chilling. I still got to do stuff for my child. I still got to straighten up whatever I'm doing. It's like, it's never 50-50. A woman is always doing more. And we have to run a whole household. We have to plan. It is some men that think about details, but that's not a normal. That's like, that's an exception to the rule.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You saying, you could be right. I'm just want to get this correct.
Right, but
I want to get this correct. You saying a woman is always doing more than the man.
Yes, which is why they should pay more in the bills.
What if there is no child?
Still.
Exactly. No, it ain't no still.
If I'm running your schedule and I'm telling you that you got a podcast due, I'm telling you that you got a meeting.
I think it's different with a kid.
Not in my
it is different with a kid, but also it's like it's still women.
I agree with Jasmine if there's a kid.
If there's a kid, I agree with you. If there's no kid, I'm like, you got to bring some more value to the
My wife will be the first to tell you she does everything. Like she yells at me about not doing enough dishes, not folding enough clothes, and I try.
Y'all do one dish and think that it's good for the year.
I know, and that's what's stupid. Oh yeah, you did one dish in a year. Yeah, and then that's the thing, but there's no incentive to do it because even if I did the dishes every day this week, she'd be like, oh yeah, he does it once a year, like at a wine party. It's just, she always over exaggerates about how little I do.
Because that means you're not doing enough.
I know,
she can nitpick anything, that means you're not overall doing enough. That means you need to find more shit to do. If she's up and she's always moving, why are you sitting with
I was agreeing with you, Jasmine, about women doing more. You don't gotta like me up.
You ain't shit.
Yeah, don't tell me what I already know.
And you ain't paying no child support. Wait a minute, Jasmine, this is the wrong dude you talking
about. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I hate you, Daddy.
Calm down.
I hate you, Daddy. Wait a minute.
Calm down.
Excuse me, I have two fathers. I'm doing good.
Okay, good.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to your two
And they're
dads.
not gay. They're two straight fathers.
Sure they aren't.
Okay.
They're not sexing each other.
Yeah,
Just wanted to make that clear.
That'd be weird. That'd be weird if your two dads were having sex.
So you doing the people's party?
Yeah.
You know, doing people's party. You've worked with a lot of celebrities.
I think, yeah.
Have you?
I mean, I have. You're like, don't doubt it. Yeah, I mean, I have, but I don't know.
How is it working? Have y'all experienced ego being on these sets? And,
yeah, tons of ego.
Yeah. How do y'all go about dealing with that? And who was it?
I'm not gonna say who it was, but honestly, it's a work in progress. I will say that seeing how other people act makes me want to be more humble because I don't like the way it feels. And so as I keep rising in my celebrity status, I know that I'm gonna take a second to treat people a little bit better because there's a lot of divos out here, and it's the men.
Divos, I like that. Men. I've never heard divo.
I made it up. It's like
no, but that's the male
diva.
Yeah. I hate celebrities for the most part. Like
canceled.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I mean, no, it's so ugly to me after all the years being here, after seeing people become famous, how it changes who you are. When you guys start hearing me say, well, and Samson Crouppen.
Damn, I already do that. Sorry.
I know, Jasmine. You're gonna be one. But it's like,
no,
I'm joking. I
don't think so.
No, you'd be cool. But I'm just saying, but it changes.
I've seen the switch up though. I have seen the switch up.
You have to act, and
not you. Yeah.
You have to move like you're famous now, like you're getting recognized now. I know you do, Jasmine. But even more, like on a deeper level of how am I actually gonna be? How am I gonna treat people? Right. Remember who you are now. Remember who talks to me now. Remember who books me now. Who doesn't? You know, like I have to ask everybody to get booked. I text Justin. I'm like, I'd like to be on this podcast. You know, like nobody's asking for me. I'm not in demand. So once I get what I want, remember that.
Yeah. And remember, I let you on.
Exactly.
But that's for real.
But it goes back
happily though.
Yeah, no, but it just goes back to that. But it's you know, this whole career is so messed up in fame. Like I have to say, Dave Chappelle and getting to meet him, you know, Dave has been one of the coolest celebrities, a family man. He showed me that you can have it all in a way. I didn't believe I thought I was going to fail because I was a family man, and that's not normal for a comedian to try and do that. But seeing him run it and do all this, I was like, okay.
If you have a good wife, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
It's not perfect, and he has an amazing wife. But
shout out Elaine.
I was gonna
the rest of celebrities is kind of trash. I mean, it's just trash.
To make it, I feel like there's a certain level of sacrifice. You can't have it all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I do not believe you can have it all.
No, you can't.
Because even if you're a comedian, you're gonna be on the road touring.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So you're gonna be away from family.
Yeah.
And then the time you could be with your family, but now you're not touring, or you're not on set or whatever.
You're not making no money.
You're not making no money.
Well, that's me. I've chosen to really be with my family. First, my oldest is 13, and I didn't take jobs. I'm just now being like, hey, can I feature out of town or trying to do that because now, but it's hard. I couldn't just leave the kids, you know. But a lot of people sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, my wife and daughter, I haven't seen them in years.
I just did a video with them.
Yeah, I know, I'm joking.
But it's real. I mean, that's the struggle.
It is the struggle. Yeah. I mean, they in another state.
Yeah, for entertainers, it's definitely like, I think for us, family life as an entertainer is definitely like hard because we have to give ourselves. First of all, just being an entertainer, you give yourself to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like for a living, that's what you do is give yourself away. So you know, to have to like reserve some of that for the people that actually love and care about you. You know, that balance is definitely a hard thing to juggle.
It is. And as a single mother, that shit is super hard. And I'm only 2 years in. I will say COVID definitely helped my career because everybody had to be on pause while I was on pause. Because if I would have gotten pregnant and it was no COVID, I probably would have been forgotten about at this point. Because if you're not in the streets, you're not getting invited to stuff. People think you quit comedy or whatever have you. And like I often have guilt because like I remember the first time when my daughter called her godmom mommy, and I was like, wait, what? Or like she'll run to her if like something happens because she's with her a lot because I'm out here in these streets and I'm trying to make it or whatever. And that was the one thing when
making it, God damn it. You ain't trying to make it.
I am making
it.
Yes. I was told to take that out. Anyway. Take that out. But
what happened?
We're not editing.
We're not editing this shit though. Not that.
Yeah, you are.
Living in LA is making it.
Yes. But I will say it is very hard, and that is why you have to make sure you have a good wife or a good support system. Luckily for me, all of my friends got pregnant in COVID. So
wow.
They all catch the bug, caught the
level
bug.
The playing field for you.
What I'm saying is they're lives have changed, and they're mothers now, and they're more in the house, and so that allows me to be able to be out here, and because my child is with them a lot. You know what I'm saying?
You just happy because now you got babysitters. That's all that.
I am happy. I am because
you pregnant? You can watch my kid while you watch yours too.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
It's expensive
but just think about it. Like, you used to see me out every single night. I was out every night. I did comedy every single night. I do comedy now when I produce a show. You know what I'm saying? Because people are not asking for me because, number one, people don't think I live here, which what I realized. And number two, if you're not out there, people don't see you.
Yeah, but Jasmin, out of sight, out of mind.
That's true. But you've made the valuable connections. Like I had a similar experience where I was always out at the clubs every single night, always before I had kids. And there was a lot of stress over the last decade feeling that way a lot, where people are like, Sam, are you good? Are you still here? Are you doing comedy? Mm-hmm. They treat you like you're dead. And I'm like, I've just been raising kids and I can't be out at the club unless I'm booked. I can't be hanging out. It's not, but I'll tell you from experience that not to worry about it. It doesn't go away. Your connections are so strong. So every time you come to the club, people are more happy to see you.
Yeah, and the good thing about you on a popping podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people seeing you.
People still see you.
Yeah. So it ain't like
you
you just
have a child, man. There's nothing more valuable at the end of the day than having a kid like who loves you and you're putting a good person.
You want to know what's even more portable? Portable. I don't know what the fuck. That's that Clark Atlanta education. Hey, CAU. What's even more important is that people like you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's really a big thing. That's likable.
That's a huge thing, being likable. So the fact that people like you, you always gonna be all right out here.
And that comes from talking to everybody. I did background. I'm not gonna go back to background, but I did background for like 5 years, and I met so many people because I came in. I talked to Crafty. I talked to the gaffer guy. I talked to the camera. I talked to everybody, and I, just made them feel like they were needed, and they were like, and gave them my energy. And I really feel like everything that I got is from my hangouts and because of my connection. So when they say, "Oh, you're not gonna get anything hanging out at night," I've gotten every single thing I've gotten hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dog, hanging out works. See,
it's part of it. You have to.
Yeah.
It's the networking side.
I mean, Jasmin, I consider you, Jasmin, one of the great young pillars of the comedy scene. Just in a sense of like you're one of. It's like true. Like you're one of the most well known. Like if I was like looking to talk to somebody to connect me with someone, whether it's from Dave Chappelle, Tony Baker, or down, you're one of the more well-respected. So,
Oh, thank you, Samson.
Yeah, but it's just true. But that doesn't go away, So,
look at that. We talk shit, and then we build you up.
Oh, my gosh.
Now it's time to tear you back down. Let's go.
Back to the baby daddy.
But your breath stinks.
So you pick bums. That's what you do, Doctor.
Wait a minute. I brushed my teeth.
That's hilarious.
I did smell breath the other day, and I'm not going to say who it was.
Oh, God.
But I will say they were standing at the table and I smelled it over there and I was like, whoa, are we not friends? Because someone needs to tell this person they breath stank.
Nobody ever tells people.
I didn't tell them I'm just as fake as the rest of them.
I remember I had a homeboy when I first moved to LA, like before I got my teeth fixed, got my braces and stuff.
When you had braces?
Yeah, braces.
I had braces.
I had braces.
I had braces for like 2 years, but during COVID is when I got them off and stuff. So it's like a lot of people didn't remember. But I had braces off for like a year now. But when I was out here though, like before I was taking care of my dental, I had like all the calculus build up and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember what your teeth.
Hold on, stop. Hold on. Did you just call it calculus build up?
What's calcium, right?
No, it's called.
It's calculus.
It's calcium, right?
Calcium.
No, it's like when the plaque builds up. No, it's plaque, but like when it gets built up, I think it's called like calculus or something like that.
Yeah, it's calculus. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not. It's not.
But nonetheless, though, it make your breath stink. And I remember I had a homeboy. And I didn't notice at the time, though. It was like, even when I would try to like brush my teeth and stuff, your breath will still stink because you ain't cleaned your teeth.
Right. He's got that calculus.
I had a homeboy one day, he was like, bro, take this gum and just chew on it.
No, but that's the universal. That's the universal.
Yeah, but I didn't realize
somebody offered me
gum doesn't fix it.
Because I don't chew
That's
gum.
that gut shit. That gum is not gonna fix.
No, it don't.
That's a sore.
That's in the crevices.
Yeah, you gotta get a tooth fix. I had to get a tooth fix. You know what I'm saying? I had to get tooth fix.
I had to get all my shit done.
I stay strapped with gum. I stay strapped.
This person.
Now I got a beautiful smile that these hoes love.
And eyes.
Yeah, you got nice teeth.
And don't forget that ass, ladies. Let's not forget that fat ass Rubyn got.
Fat ass, yeah.
Got some
to grab OnlyFans around here. God damn.
He went to Thailand and got that ass fattened.
I don't need to be BBL, ladies. I'm natural. Yeah.
now that's a natural body.
How y'all feel about that? The women getting the BBL.
I hate
don't
this
like
shit,
it.
bro.
Their body, their
Boo.
choice.
No, these BBL hoes have taken.
Boo.
They've taken all the fun out of seeing a nice ass in public, bro.
Yep.
No,
Like,
it is
remember before the BBL, remember when you would walk down the street, you'd be like, oh my God, that's a nice ass. Like, it make your day.
Yeah.
Now you be like, oh, this bitch got fake ass.
No,
you can see it now.
Yeah.
It makes you so mad.
You play the game fake or not. So it's like, it's fun. Like, is that fake? Nah, that's real.
Like, I be at the gym now looking like, oh, she ain't work out.
I don't even like fake eyelashes. I like. Sorry, Jasmine.
Why do you keep coming for me? Okay.
I'm just saying I am a natural man. Like I like women. They don't understand how much better their natural eyelashes
women do not
than
accept that
these
shit.
bigger.
That's the thing.
No.
We tell them all the time that we like that natural. They're like,
like
no,
it.
y'all don't.
Because they don't give a shit about what y'all like.
Wait, no,
do.
but let me tell you,
Like,
but this is what women do though.
Y'all don't like natural women?
Yes,
No,
we do.
look,
That's what I just
this is what
said.
women do. Women do this. They do this
I
shit right here. They
literally
be
just
like,
said that.
we don't do lashes and shit for y'all. We do it for us bitches. We can look cute for each other. Then they turn around and be like, well, we would look more natural if the men would like us as we. It's like, nah, you can't have it both ways.
Exactly.
You can't have it both ways.
I
Either we like you natural or we don't. But you don't get to say that it's a either or. You can play both sides.
My wife, guess what? My wife, she don't wear no makeup.
Amen.
She got locks.
Fuck
Amen.
All natural.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Yo.
She has a husband. Meanwhile,
Who's her husband? No,
Me.
sorry. Oh, okay, sorry.
Sometimes.
I know, right?
He's a great guy.
When I'm in town,
Yeah, hilarious.
she has a husband. So this is what I be trying to tell these women. Like, yo, men like all natural. Like, yeah, we visual creatures. And yeah, but see, women see, oh, well, this chick is getting all the likes and views on Instagram.
But that's not
So
real.
but that's
Right.
not real.
What does the morning look like?
Exactly. What? Not only
That's
that,
it.
do he want to take that chick home to his
Exactly.
mama?
And that's the thing. Like, women don't understand. Like, that's just what we want to bust a nut to, but that ain't what
Right.
we want to
You know
cuddle
what?
with. Like,
Exactly.
once we get that post nut clarity,
Right.
we really want to know. Like, no,
Right.
real talk.
Post-nut
All men
clarity.
care about is the post nut clarity. Do you annoy me right after I bust?
That's the truth.
You
If
know
you're
what?
not, if you feel at peace when you get done busting, then you like, oh,
You
I
like
I
that
probably got
person.
something with
I
her.
will say.
But if you just be like, oh, you got to go, it's like, oh, you don't even care about her.
Right.
I will say,
Absolutely.
my girlfriend now was looking through my pictures and she's like, yeah, I would have tried to have a threesome with you. Like, what? You wouldn't have tried to be with me? Like, nah, you just look like a fun girl. And I was like, oh.
Ooh.
Like, I never,
Yeah.
and people would say that.
Have
but
you
it's
ever
like,
had a threesome?
Her girlfriend's in the building, everybody.
I know.
Why you got to say
Well,
that?
I mean, people need to know. They need to know she out here. She's out here.
I've had a couple of threesomes,
I bet.
but we're
Let's
not
hear
here
it.
to talk about that.
I thought
But
we
I'm
were.
just
Let's
saying-
dive deep. So about this.
So that first
Right.
threesome you had, how did it
Right.
go down? Give us a.
Was it with your
play-by-play.
girlfriend? Was it with
It
you?
wasn't my girlfriend.
Hey.
And I will
It was 3 girls or y'all had a dude?
It was 4 girls.
What?
Damn.
That's a foursome.
Wow. That's a scissor
Oh, not
fest.
this one.
No, it wasn't with her.
Oh.
Oh, you are a fun girl.
It was.
Dang, man.
I'm not a fun girl anymore. You know how not fun I am. This shirt actually shows boobs, and I actually put in something so that my nipples are not showing because I'm respectful now.
Oh,
I
your
hate
nipples
when
did
my
used to
wife
show a
does
lot.
that.
I
They
remember
did.
that. Your nipples
I was
used to always
showing her
be
pictures
out.
like, why are your nipples?
You did used to have some nips out.
So
You
wait a
did.
minute. You came on Fuck Your Feelings podcast and deliberately covered up your nipples?
Rude.
Fuck it, you gotta get the fuck out of here. You
I
crossed the
did.
line.
You're
I
banned.
did.
No more
I
episodes for
did.
you. Ever again.
Cancel.
This is the first and last episode
This
for
isn't,
Jasmine.
actually, this one isn't
Yep.
my first. I've been here before.
She canceled the nipples. Cancel her.
No, I'm just saying, I'm in a relationship that I'm happy in, and I want to be respectful. Before, I wanted to show my nipples because obviously I didn't give a shit about who I was talking.
Because you
Cool,
don't care
that's-
what men think, but you were showing your nipples.
No, I did it for me because I liked how my nipples looked in my nipple ring.
My wife always does. She doesn't like nipples. I'm like, everybody loves nipples.
Yeah.
Ooh, we love
We
nipples.
love
Love
nipples,
good
and that's
nipples.
why she
Good
covers them up.
areola.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Give
The
me a,
Ola.
give me an areola and a plate of lemon pepper wings.
Mhm. Ah, yeah, that sounds great.
That's paradise.
And you wonder why all you see is ass and titties on your Explore page.
I did do
Justin
it.
gets me every time, like, oh, that's a fat ass, and oh, fuck, it's Justin. I'm waiting for the whole video, and it just see
You'll
that
never
fat
get
ass.
it.
No. And then it's like Justin's
Him
face.
sitting
I'm
there.
like, hey, yeah, I'm sitting like,
It
yeah,
is
oh,
in the mood
shit.
though sometimes.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be scrolling. I'll be like, damn. And then I look at the damn like, oh, Justin,
Yeah.
let me keep
He
scrolling.
always he
Keep
kills
scrolling.
you. He knows.
Cause he's gonna
Oh,
he's gonna go.
I wish
I
y'all-
did one today. I can't wait to post it. Oh, I can't wait to post the one I did this morning.
He
Go for
knows, man, because men, we're so easy with a fat ass or something. Like, we will.
I
it's
can't
just
wait till Dave
catch.
Chappelle's special come out. Because you know the joke I'm talking about.
it. He already shot it.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know if
what's
I'm supposed
coming
to say them or not.
Probably
I don't think
not.
he shot it yet.
He shot a
No.
bunch
I
of
know
them.
he's touring right now.
Yeah, he is touring.
I don't think he shot it
No,
yet.
he's
Yeah.
close.
I
I
can't wait.
honestly
Don't leak
I
jokes.
think, well, I don't know. It's,
What- don't leak the
they won't-
joke.
I'm not gonna say the joke. But they've been on tour all over the West Coast. I feel like people are saying the jokes.
I have never heard the
only joke I know is that Elon Musk got booed.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, no. Elon, okay, damn. Y'all need to watch it. Oh,
need to watch it.
It's a live show.
We're not all friends with Dave Chappelle, Jasmine.
Oh, but if you were, it'd be awesome.
Oh, Hollywood ass.
I don't even get my tickets through Dave anymore. I get them through Talib because
there you go. Hey, you know what though? But listen, what she just said, and here's something real. It is about who you know to get into that circle, and also how that person is. Like Donnell Rawlings is the one who brought me into that circle. So Donnell, it has been. I can never repay him. Well, I probably could. No, but it's but it's like what he's allowed my family and I into to access Dave and every. Like I met Kweli through that. I met all his circle, but I do notice. It's always that's what I don't like, the riffraff of getting into this shit. Oh, like if I was me and I had my own talk show, big, Tonight Show, everybody be letting me in. But it's this fighting to get in this hierarchy of high school.
I heard about it.
Oh, go ahead.
Keep that. Hold that.
I'm trying.
Say it. Fuck it.
I had to humble myself because typically when I go to these shows, I go alone and I just get walked in. And then this time I bought my girlfriend, so I had to go and get a ticket and put my name, and they didn't have my name, and I'm like, what the fuck, why you don't got my goddamn name?
Right.
And I'm like acting like y'all better let me in, and I'm like,
right, I'm sitting in floor seats and I'm like, yeah, but are we gonna get into the after party? This bullshit.
If I don't want to get into the after,
you gotta humble yourself because you get in and then
you can get into the show, but the after party is where you really see if you got
clout.
And then
but there's two different after parties, so you gotta get into both.
It's the all access. You might be backstage, but you're not in the after party.
I was in the wrong after party last time. I was like, I seen Jeremy Scipio, and I was like,
don't do Jeremy. Don't do Jeremy.
I love Jeremy, but I was like, why Jeremy?
I'm not in the
all these regular people.
No, but if you know Jeremy, though, that actually makes sense that he would be there. Because Jeremy's one of them niggas, he just be so low key. You'd be like,
I know.
Jeremy shows he's everywhere.
Jeremy just be popping up. You'd be like, oh.
It wasn't.
He's on my CD player, like on my radio.
It was people in there that I could tell. I was in there with people, and I'm like, I don't ever see none of these people. No. All these people taking pictures of everything. Right. I'm like, what am I'm in here? And then Talib came and got me, and I was like,
yeah.
I was
when you're not seeing Kweli,
you was in the pre.
Right.
You was in the pre-game to that shit.
Hey, Jasmine, Kweli.
I love you, Scipio, and he ended up in the other.
Hey, Jasmine, Kweli said the greatest thing when it was at the Anaheim show, and then I went to the Forum and I see him. I go, can we smoke weed in here? He goes, I can smoke weed in here, Sam. I don't know about you.
That sounds like him. He had a scarf on.
It was great, but no, I love but I mean, but you light up anyway. Like, I mean, that's the thing.
It's just fun.
It is fun, man. But it's what I don't love about it is that feeling of if somebody more important comes along, conversations get dropped. And I like to pride myself on not being somebody like that. We all do that where you're looking around like, oh, there's Tiffany over here. Oh, Dave's over here. I want to catch this conversation and totally ditching out on the person you're talking to in those situations.
And that's rude. I try not to do that.
I know, but we're all victims.
Sometimes people be having weak ass conversations too.
Excuse yourself. You can't just be like, oh, let me come over here.
Yeah, you can say, hey man, it's great talking to you, talking. No, people just literally
people will just walk off.
Let me tell you, people be holding me hostage in conversations. Now, what I will say is I do love going to these events, but also I hate the fakeness because there's people that do not talk to me. They do not talk to me. They see me all the time. Right. And then when they see me there, they want to come like, oh, and it's like, please just keep not talking to me. Like, it's so annoying. And then they hold you hostage in conversations and you keep trying. I was like trying to talk to someone else that probably could better my career or something like that, like having a conversation. And this other person just came and just started talking about my daughter. The baby not here right now. Like, I'm trying to talk business and you coming in just because you want to talk to
because they got nobody else to talk to. So they're like,
This is what I was going to say earlier.
It's a chess game in those situations.
Yeah.
Those social,
I was going to say earlier, I was told the reason why Lorne Michaels wouldn't quit Saturday Night Live is because he knows the phone calls are gonna stop. Like the level of power
he has
and accessibility to all these celebrities would end it wouldn't be as strong if he was not seen as
the gatekeeper.
The gatekeeper. Yeah.
People don't care about you in this business if they're
don't.
not making money off
What
you.
I just told you, Rubyn.
And just don't think they do.
So true.
Only your friends and family might, but don't think
barely.
Barely. And that will, ask Dane Cook.
It's all about power, and this is gonna sound.
Oh
really
yeah, on Sunday we was at Chocolate Sunday.
What happened?
So, so she put a post up right in this group. She was like, "Hey y'all,
y'all got groups."
Yeah, so
yeah.
She was like,
nice.
"Hey y'all, I got this show I booked at the Comedy Store. So send me your sets." So me thinking like,
send me your set.
Yeah, she like send me a set to get booked. So I'm just like, just me thinking, I'm like, I'll just do the formal thing because even though you be cool people, you should be like, I'll follow the rules. So I sent her emails. I seen her Sunday. I was like, hey, did you get my email with my set? She was like, no, I didn't check my emails yet. She's like, oh, you talking about that post I made? Oh, that was, she's like, oh, Rubyn, I got you. I'm gonna put you on. That was for everybody else, so they know what I'm working with. So they can put, she's like, so they can put me on their show. I was like, oh, she's like, but you, she's like,
I can teach a class.
She was like, nigga, just text me. I put you on.
So what you included your set in the?
Nah, nigga, no. What I did, I needed to do.
I was just trying to get clarification.
What I needed to do was humbly tell people, hey, I got a show. And scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But I'm not gonna say that. So I just put out there that I had a show and I'm looking for sets. So now that people know I have a show at the Comedy Store. So they're gonna, try and trade spots and stuff like that. And because I cannot be out at open mics every night, I need people to know, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, it's amazing how there were some comedians that I could tell didn't really fuck with me until they saw the news and Half Baked 2 come out. And
that's how it always is.
And then they were so nice. Oh, what's up, Jay? Oh, what's up, dog? No, that type of shit.
I texted you congrats and stuff, and I do that, but I like to stay.
And then he slid in his
But you always, you consistent. You always.
That's the difference.
Yeah, help out. Not help out, but
But I'm not just hitting you up when I see you're doing well on social media.
And everyone knows that. And you know who's hitting you up.
Right.
Because they want something. So I don't know why people do it. You see, I do
supportive.
it.
That's what I was the word. Supportive and complimentary. You're always supportive and complimentary.
And that's what you listen. I'm gonna give another little secret of my tactics. So if I do want something and it's not somebody that I talk to on a regular basis, I'm going to start communicating with them. You got to put in effort.
Like months earlier.
Yes.
Pre-cum. It's pre-cum.
Right.
It's a foreplay. You got to do foreplay. I mean, this is a business at the end of the day. So you got to be business savvy as well. Yeah. You cannot just be jumping into people. Hey, I just start, just placing little.
It's amazing how fake people are and how unaware of how fake they're being. And you see like, dude, you haven't called me in a year. I haven't heard from you forever. And now you want to talk,
Samson helped us with the studio. He helped us with the soft, telling us what program to use and all of that stuff.
Samson?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Samson, man.
Hey,
Shout out to Samson. And who told you to get all these cameras?
Back up because his bitch ass program don't always be working correctly.
I know.
I did, Justin. It was me.
Dude, that's good. Oh, she was fishing for a compliment. That's so funny.
I fished and
you got nothing.
I do want to ask, so cause I remember when you had book Rush Hour. You know what I'm saying? You had all the buzz and stuff. And so I always wonder, so how do you handle that? When niggas is being fake with you? Because I always told myself, when I get my moment and niggas come to my family, I'm like, get the fuck out my face, bro. I know how you really feel. You ain't never fuck with me. So how did you handle it? Did you just take it hey, thank you, brother, appreciate it?
Hey, man, my mama taught me a long time ago. She said, kill them with kindness.
Yep.
So that's what I do with everybody.
Yeah, me
You know what I'm saying? It's I'll kill you with kindness. And I know it's niggas that be like, I don't think Justin fuck with me, but he's always so fucking nice to me.
Yeah.
And fuck with him mentally.
And fuck with him mentally, bro. So that's all I do, man. And the other thing is, they say, they say success is the best revenge. So I just keep it moving. But this is how I know. Me personally, I'm a good person. I don't switch up because even with Rush Hour and MacGyver, I was the same dude.
Oh yeah, you've been the same since I met you. You've never switched up.
I never switched up.
Yeah. And Justin, you're probably, pound for pound, one of the more successful comics in the community in terms of 21 Jump Street. You have, since I've known you, always consistently, with Justin Mitchell, I met you in Atlanta. It's you've always consistently been booking shit when nobody is. So at least you've reached the
and
highest
you're still
levels.
humble. You don't every time you see me, you be
the coolest,
you'll never switch up on nobody.
Right.
Every time I see you, you always be like, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm still just Justin.
You always return a call.
I appreciate that.
Justin has his rules for communication, But what I will say is that Justin has been one of my biggest helps. When I needed help with my contract, help me with any questions I have, I call Justin. He always answers the phone. And also what I want to say is that by the time people are on a TV show, they already have their crew. So it's really a waste of time for you to try to kiss their ass. Start now.
Yeah, you already got your people.
You are starting open mics. Just be like, you gotta.
No, for real though, you need a spot in the open mics. Who's the funny people?
Yeah,
right.
And surround yourself with that.
Yeah, you gotta have vision, and it's also you can't expect to eat from fruit from people's trees that you didn't help grow. You know, so you got to plant those seeds early.
Yeah, that's a bar. That's a bar.
He said he'll out rap any of y'all niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
Any of y'all niggas.
Right. He said nigga.
Yeah. I put the ER on it. I want to make sure to offend as many as possible.
No, I appreciate that, man. You know, we got to be out here. We out here, you know, trying
to. You're a great guy, even though you told me to Google you when I first met you. But, you know, other than that.
Now, let me tell you, like, Justin is a real one, right? Because I mean, I emailed him like a couple months ago about some shit. And he declined me, but it was so nice. Like, but I didn't even. I wasn't
explain why.
No, but like, I wasn't even tripping because, like, I know Justin my boy, so I was like, hey, just let me. I just said, let me know if you got something. But like, the way he just responded, like, hey, man, I appreciate. I was just like, man, thank you for declining.
That was
what was it?
What was I hit you about the scripts?
I read it.
No, remember I hit you about the other ones though.
I wasn't interested.
Which is amazing.
And that's what I'm saying. It was like, but he was so nice.
But I'm professional
and
about
he responds, and so many people don't respond.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it'd be cool. You just be like, damn, like that's a
the fact that he read it. I never read any, but I feel so bad. Everybody's like, Sam, they send me a script, check it out. I'm like, it's so hard to read somebody else's script.
Oh, Jasmine, what did I just do?
Justin just read my script, but before he did,
come on, man.
He ripped me a little tight. I mean, ripped a little piece of my asshole out, and then he read the script.
Let me tell you how she sent me a script. She texted me.
Wait, before he says this,
the script.
But I'm a mother now too. Before he says this, I did this because it was Justin. I understand how things are supposed to go, but because Justin still wanted me to treat him professional. Now tell the story.
She texted me a PDF of a movie script that was only the first act. In the first act, I don't even think the first act was completed.
It was complete.
She's like, let's try and get him from the jump.
Now, she didn't ask me if I would read it.
She just sent it to
She just sent it to me in text. I called her. I said, do you think I'm going to read a screenplay on my phone? Via text message? She ain't seeing no log line. I said, you think I'm finna read
That's mad disrespectful, Jasmine. That's really what that is. So that's actually disrespectful. You sent one act through a text, but that's mad disrespectful.
Because it's Justin.
I do appreciate him saying, I need a log line. I said, I got a log line. I can email it. But honestly, you should treat it as professional because even though this is one of my good friends, he is still in the business and I wanted his professional opinion. So
with your script, it was you and Trey script.
Yeah, me and Trey. Yeah, we did.
Now I don't know if y'all technically ever said thank you initially. Because I read.
There we go.
I think we did.
I don't think you did.
Ooh.
I read their script and I gave them feedback.
Oh.
And I don't think I ever received a legitimate thank you. I think when you hit me up for the other shows, you said, hey, thanks again. But I was like, I don't know if you ever said thanks.
Well, here's your time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
There we go. Wow.
So I told
her. It goes a long way.
It goes a long way. So, because there was another comedian that sent me their script. First of all, like Samson just said, it's hard to get people to read your shit in the first place. Yeah. If I'm taking time out of my day to read your stuff, the least you could do, Jasmine is great at saying thank you. The least you could do is say thank you, right? It was another comedian. He had a show idea, sent it my way. I was like, oh, this is a good idea. And he sent me something. I gave him a gang of notes, you know what I'm saying? But I was actually interested in helping him at least get it to some people. Yeah, I'd be a producer, you know what I'm saying? Get it to some people.
Because he's rich, guys. Go ahead.
I used to be. I'm okay now. You know what I'm saying? we gotta stop the charades, all right? MacGyver's over. I mean, my money's in real estate.
That's the hardest part. People think because when you're on something, you're just rich forever, and it's like, no, that money is not. I'm not getting paid that.
I don't have the same.
How you invest it.
I don't have the same money I used to have, but I'm still richer than you. Now, but this is the point I was getting to. The dude didn't say thank you. Mm-hmm. He did say thank you. And I hit him up. I said, hey, bro, I took time because he had hit me up again about some other shit, and I said, "Hey, bro, like I took time to read what you sent me, bro, and I gave you notes, which is really the most valuable.
Yeah, notes is
right after someone read it, the most valuable thing is the notes, because I could say nothing, or I could keep the note, keep the notes to myself, but I said, let me jot up these fucking notes so it will help your project. He never said thank you, and I said, so listen, bro, I'm gonna have to step away for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because saying thank you goes a long way with me. One of the thing I hate the most, my wife know this, is somebody when I don't feel appreciated. If I feel like my effort and work and my time isn't appreciated, that's some shit that'll piss me. That'll make me step away and be like, all right, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So
the biggest oh fuck, I can't think of the word. But the biggest, I'll say slap in the face because I can't think of the word I want to say. I'm sorry. I was
gonna say nutsack.
Samson's wife, please give him some head because that's what his mind is at.
Sorry.
Disrespect.
I will never see another nutsack again for as long as I live.
I don't believe that.
Unless I have
your history tells different.
Guys, I'm getting married.
We're gonna hope for the best because y'all engaged.
I mean, we're gay. We're married practically. You know?
And married people.
No, nigga, you're not. Y'all wanted your fucking rights. You're not practically married.
You have the option to, but you're not. You're just
you go take your ass to the courturhouse like the rest of us niggas and go get your fucking license or whatever the fuck you gotta get.
So when it gave me, you practically married.
No, it's just like a little joke. You all lesbians, like lesbians marry like right away.
Now who proposes? Who does the proposal?
Well, I was told not to propose because I probably would have proposed already.
I know you would have.
At a comedy show.
You could look at if you look into Jasmine's eyes for more than 3 seconds, she'll fall in love.
Man, that's
true.
She'll fall in love. She'll like, who, me?
Yeah.
Wait, but it does not last. It will last for like a month. I'm well past a month. This is the longest I've been in anything in a long time.
Hey, man, whatever you got to say to keep y'all relationship together.
But my biggest disappointment is when I got here and realized, like Samson said, once you get something, it don't mean you're rich. When I realized that everybody is looking for their next job, the director, the producer, the actors, nothing is guaranteed. And then also when I realized that actors are pawns. Actor is like an entry-level position. Like you're the data entry person when you're an actor.
Waiting to get a job.
Right. And it's like, I was like, that's not just what I want to do. Like, I want to be producing stuff. Like, I need to be a boss. Like, I need to be bringing stuff to myself. So that was like the biggest thing. And the biggest thing y'all need to know because, I thought you had made it for real.
Yeah, me too. And then the show got canceled. But I heard Tracy Ellis Ross say that. She thought she made it after Girlfriends.
Yeah. On the Kevin Hart.
Yeah, she thought she made it after Girlfriends and she realized she didn't.
She's been Diana Ross's daughter.
But that's not. But
being on the show for that long, for 9 seasons like that, and then realize you back at ground zero.
She was back at ground zero. Because even me, I be like that when it comes to some shit. I'm like, I just fucking was on the show for 5 years, and I was on rush hour prior to that. Why my phone not ringing the way it ought to be? Like, why am I having an audition for this shit? I'm actually putting out an In My Feelings episode Thursday saying auditions are a waste of time. Now, I don't know if I all the way believe that, but that's what that episode is about. But the point of all of that is like, you at a point where it's like, yo, I've accomplished X amount of things, right? And I haven't gotten on the way I thought I ought to get on. But even Tracy Ellis Ross was like on some like, yo, I had to. No, she said her agent or one of her friends told her, because it might have been for Blackish or another audition, because she was like, why the fuck am I having an audition? Like, what? I fucking did Girlfriends. And her friend was like, listen, if you don't go to this audition, there's going to be some other chick that gets off the bus that lands in LA that's going to go in and book it and go get it. And so I had to tell myself that. I had to tell myself the same thing. Like, I mean, you can either go audition and give yourself a shot to book this shit, or you can have ego and say, fuck that, I'm not finna do it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I think in this industry too, is just like, as artists and creatives, like we really have to like remove our ego out of a lot of situations and humble ourselves, because it's so easy to just be like, I did this, I did that, I'm funny, I'm this, but you gotta be like, but nigga, it don't mean nothing, because if you ain't putting in the work like the unfunny or the untalented person, then it means nothing.
I'm sorry, I can't go back to a regular job. I'm gonna be fucking.
Oh no, I ain't did that. I ain't did that in 10 years. I ain't worked a regular.
But that's how it is. As an artist, I was thinking about it. You have to believe in yourself more than anybody else and be like, I'm one of the greatest actors of all time that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to believe that in that juxtaposition with like, oh, but humble yourself. Like we have to have such ego, but then none at all because everybody shits on you.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
Out of all the legends that we have interviewed on People's Party, they have that attitude. I'm the best to ever do it. And it's like you have to have that because no one else is going to believe it. And also what I'll say, when I was trying to say you didn't make it like that, I was that's not what I kind of meant. I kind of
it's facts though.
But what I meant, like,
I'm very self-aware.
But no, I meant like even when I remember we were in Chocolate Sundays and it was me, you, Tyree, and other people, and y'all were talking about your problems with work. And I'm thinking like, okay, you got your show, you know, see, like you're set, and it's still the same. You're still dealing with shit. You're still dealing with racism. You're still not wanting to go to work because this person is an asshole. It's still a job at the end of the day.
And it comes with its own sets of problems.
Right. Yeah. More money, more problems.
And you don't have control.
Right. I was kicking it with a comedian, and he said he was backstage with Kevin Hart, Chappelle, and Chris Rock when they did that show, and they was all performing together. He said they was all complaining about the issues that they was having in life and in business. And he was like, I wouldn't want to be neither of them, like none of them, because no matter what level you're at, you're gonna have issues. It's just
life.
It's
always
life.
something.
And it's probably a higher stress load amount of problems.
There's way more money.
Imagine the shit that Drake got to deal with every day.
Right.
You know, a Chris Brown or Chappelle.
Right.
You know, a Chris Rock after all of that stuff.
Yeah, but we think because they love and adored and got millions of dollars, it's like easy. Shit don't bother them like that. Like that's gonna comfort them.
Right.
But it don't. Yeah.
And honestly, being around these people and seeing the human side of them just makes you like. I've never been one to shit on celebrities because I've always known that where I wanted to be, but it makes you feel bad for them even more. And also it makes you love the craft more. Cause I remember, I think it was in the Vegas show and Jeff Ross was about to go up and he was like nervous. And I'm like, nigga, like what? You Jeff Ross. And like just seeing that and seeing him excited for like different experiences, it was like, oh, doesn't matter what level, it's like you still.
Well, it was like J. Anthony Brown. He said that recently in the club. He was like, if you're not getting nervous at all before, then you're not doing it right anymore. You know,
that's what I heard Chris Rock say.
All those years, if you're not still getting a little anxious, you know.
Chris Rock say, you being nervous, that's how you know you still care. You know, but if you go look before any. Usually, some people's specials they don't really do it anymore, but they'll show a comedian right before they get on stage. If you go look at Eddie Murphy, Delirious, and if you go look at Chris Rock, Bigger and Blacker, you could see the nervousness in them.
They're like, we ready to go.
Yeah, like they ain't even ready. No, you can see they in it like that. Like, I hope I don't bomb.
Right.
You know,
I hope I don't mess up a joke.
Yeah. And then when they get on stage, you see they turn it on.
It's a racehorse, you know. You just let out the gate.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of old specials, man. And I've just
because they're better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, say shit.
Yeah, like when I watch them, I just be like, dang, man. Like the specials that come out now, they do not have that same biting edge that's
they're
needed
not
for
specials.
comedy.
They're just giving them out.
Yeah,
right.
The only one I saw last year that I thought was actually really good was Andrew Schultz's special.
Okay. What, 2022 or 2021?
The one that he just dropped on YouTube like last year.
You know what?
Yeah, that was like that was a
like
solid
Wong.
special.
I like Ali Wong.
Ali Wong had a good special. Rail had a good special. I laughed.
Dion had a good.
Dion was nice.
Yeah, it's been some. I actually like David Spade special that he put out. Nah, I fucking love David Spade. His special. I just seen Chelsea Handler. I felt like
Chelsea Handler had a great special.
I thought the special was good.
I still got to watch. I heard he had a good. I got to watch his Ali Sadiq. I heard his was good too.
Yes, he had. Like it's been a lot of good specials last year. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. But I feel like people are doing like they're getting these opportunities and they're taking them even though they're not ready for them. And it's like a gift and a curse. Because I'll say, when was it? Fat Tuesdays that they used to have? What was it?
Documentary.
With Bob Sumner?
Fat comedy.
No, that was Tripping on Tuesdays.
No, it wasn't.
Or no, it was.
After
Tuesdays.
It was the one right before that Tuesday night was canceled.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, when I started, I was working at Comedy Union as a cocktail server, and that's how I started comedy. So I knew a lot of veterans in comedy. So when you tell people you're a comedian and you're already in LA, I feel like people assume you've been doing comedy for a long time. I am a great talker, right? So I got myself a spot on whatever the Tuesday name was.
Oh, that's where I met you, because I called you Jasmin Leigh. No, I called you Jasmin Leigh. That's what I did. Yeah.
And
that's how I met you. I brought you up.
I fucking bombed. I did absolutely horrible. I didn't get booked on nothing for like ever after that. And I feel like going back, I would have never done that show until
That's why she got pregnant. She was like, I need a reason to explain why I'm not getting booked.
Nigga, this was back.
Gotta have something to talk about on stage. I'm a single mom. Any single moms in the building?
And it don't be no fucking moms in the building in LA. Everyone have a baby and leave.
Yeah.
When I do shows somewhere else, great. These people like, nah, we ain't had no kids.
There's no single moms out of the comedy.
And
abortion. Playing bees.
Right.
But yeah, I would have wished like a lot of the things that the only thing that I'm glad that I took that I wasn't ready for was the Comedy Central roast battle, because even though I did bomb on there too, I'm not gonna turn down a Comedy Central.
No, you can't.
I don't think you bombed on there.
I did. I said a joke and it didn't hit, and then I said it again. Now, did everyone love me? Yes. Did I get the most screen time out of all the seasons? Yes.
Well, that's fine.
But I did bomb.
I mean, as long as it's entertainment.
I mean, but now I'm bombing, and it's not that big of a deal.
Did they ever do that Kings and Queens of Comedy show? Did they ever pick people?
I don't know who they picked.
I think they did pick people.
That was the last time I saw Boogie.
Yeah, I remember that.
I know.
And I was so pissed that he didn't. He went right before me.
Oh, that's right.
He killed that
and
night.
Me and Justin was like, why the fuck would they put him before me? I just didn't understand it. I went last.
I want to say too, I recommended Boogie and Jasmin.
Thank you, Justin,
for the showcase.
Now I did enjoy the showcase. I felt like I did a good job, but I definitely
they shouldn't have put you last. They should have put Boogie last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard he ripped. I heard he had like the best set of the night.
He was great.
I mean, he's Boogie.
Yeah, I mean, R.I.P. man.
R.I.P.
And when I seen on the list, I was like, maybe it's not the order.
I saw that. I said, "Come on now!" And I actually think I sent the text to somebody to say maybe Boogie should go.
As a producer, you should know the lineup.
But they don't know the comedians.
Yeah, this is a showcase. They probably.
But they know the people that.
Yeah, but you do know, like
you should know if you.
Yeah,
you should.
But a lot of executives like that, and people are not very savvy with who's who. And
man, the order of the show means a lot. Like I pride myself in the order of the show, and that's why I love booking my friends and booking people that I actually enjoy. And I almost was like, I'm booking you, Rubyn, so this isn't a part of you. But I almost was like, maybe I should start booking other people. But then I'm like, no, I want to book the people that I enjoy. And I don't care if I'm putting them up every time. Like those are the people that compliment my comedy and that compliment my show, because that lineup, like you got to know who you're putting up there. That's why everybody can't just
good
be a
show.
producer.
Like there's a lot that goes into a good show. Like from your host to, to who close it, to who go first. Like I used to get mad when I was at the Union. I used to always
Shout out Comedy Union.
I
miss
you.
I met you at Comedy Union.
We all miss a comedy.
I met you before I did comedy because I was a cocktail server and you.
You're right. But I didn't know your last name till I brought you up at the store. But at the Union, I used to always hate how I ends, but like you go first. I used to hate that spot. Yeah. But then I realized, no, when you go first though, you set the tone.
Yeah.
Like the host, gets everybody hyped. But then like when you that first comic and you rip, everybody rides your wave after that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they bomb.
And that's the toughest spot.
It's tough.
Yeah, to go first. Yeah.
So you can't really be scared to take any certain, whether you got to follow somebody or go up first. I'm always like, wherever it is.
Yeah, you can say that, but that don't make it true.
I like following. I like following a heater.
If you could ride the wave, that's like the best.
Fuck that wave. I just want to know that I could be better.
Or that I'm not. I always hate when comics are like, like with Donnell, they would always be like, oh, I can't follow Donnell. And I'm like, why not?
Because he takes 10 hours to do a set and sucks out all the laughs from the room.
Hilarious,
that's why.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember the last time I followed Donnell, we were on Crack 'em Up, and God damn it, Michelle, I was supposed to go next. And I seen Donnell walk his little self in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
he's going right out.
I was like, God damn. I said, man, Donnell, can't you go after me? He said, do your job. And then he walked and got on stage. I was like, God. That's
the hardest part about Crack 'em Up, is
getting on the stage.
Dude, I'm like,
I don't know when the fuck
you're supposed to go up. You don't go up till 1 a.m. because so many different celebs
just pop in.
And then she'll be like, Sam, you have 5 minutes.
Now, there's some stuff that I will never do when I'm a celebrity, but God damn it, I'm popping the fuck in.
Right? That's gotta be the best part about it.
Because you earned it. Like, you grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you grinded to the top to get to that position.
That's what I told Keenan. Keenan Baker had did this episode of F Your Feelings, and he was like, he went bump. I said, you say that now, but once you get on and you realize you got to be on set in the morning, or you got other shit to do, you bumping pumping.
Yeah, or if you just want to be able to walk into the improv and get on stage, you can do. I mean, that's got to be.
Just think in general too. Like when you do see a show as a comedian, when you see the crowd is hot, you be like, "Oh, I want a piece of it." Even if you're not on the show, you be like, "Oh, I just want a piece of it."
It's a right you earned. You earned the right.
That's what killed me about Crack 'em Up sometimes.
But shout out Nichelle. We do love Crack 'em Up.
We love everybody
love Crack 'em Up.
Everybody love Crack 'em Up. We love Nichelle. But what killed me at Crack 'em Up is when the crowd is hot and then I don't get up till half of the crowd is gone.
It'd be a full room. And then 2 people looking at you.
And I drank like 3 of those tall boys, so I'm like drunk by the time. I always get drunk up there because I'm like.
Last time I did Crack 'em Up, actually, I went up last, and it was actually a crowd there, but they was tired by the time I went up. So it was just like my jokes, they was just like not hitting it. And I was just like, I just told them like, I don't care if y'all don't laugh. This shit funny to me.
Right. Well, I used to open up Crack 'em Up, and that was great because it definitely helped me work. And I went to Nichelle. I was like, look, I need stage time. I said, I'll do the open every time. So like me and Rob Dougie, I don't know if he still does comedy, but shout out Rob Dougie.
Oh, yeah, Rob. Yeah.
We would swap because I asked, and then he was like, oh yeah, I want you too. And I'm like, but we would swap or whatever. And I did that for a year. And that honestly, I feel like made me stronger.
It made me stronger. All right, y'all, we better get the fuck out of here.
Oh, how long we been here?
Been an hour or so.
It's 3 o'clock.
You know what I'm saying? But we all got shit to do. I hope.
do have shit to do.
You know what I'm saying? What y'all got? What y'all tell people your socials? What you got coming up? What you working on? Probably about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, well, I have a show March 1st at the Comedy Store, Belly Room, 8 p.m. Last show was sold the fuck out. Thank you. I'm waiting for the claps, gentlemen.
You gonna book me?
March 1st. Meet me there.
Ignored and dismissed you. Very disrespectful.
Remember that shit.
Now, when he's a producer, he's going to be a producer on a TV show.
I got Samson. He is good. I would love for Samson to produce a show for me because I think that he does a great job producing.
He does.
So whenever you are just, wanting to do some behind the scenes stuff, I would absolutely love
backtrack
for you to
see this shit. She get her a girlfriend again, and she fucking switches up.
He's got a face for radio.
Well, I wasn't fucking Samson. What are you talking about?
What?
Ain't nobody
Let's talk about that.
We talk about being hot.
I've never had sex with a white guy in my life. And
you're missing out.
I don't think anyone believes that.
Has anybody ever said that?
That's even the way you said it. Well, you're missing out.
No.
I'm not missing out.
Okay then.
But no, I will book you, but not this one.
No,
but you
I'm
are
joking.
booked.
Yeah,
okay. Rubyn, what you got?
January 27th. I'll be at Faithful Central in Inglewood, Comedy Cafe. So me, my boy Kente Scott hosting, and my homeboy Trey Elliott, my big bro. We gonna be doing it. It's gonna be some good, clean comedy. Like the show gonna be lit. So so y'all come out, man. Like I said, Comedy Cafe, Faithful Central in Inglewood.
Nice.
Oh, that's right down the street. When is that? January 27th.
January 27th.
Got it.
Nice.
Is that a church?
Oh yeah. Also, watch my podcast, People's Party. Well, it's Talib's podcast, but I'm the co-host. And leave some nice comments about me.
Tell Talib to put you closer to him. It's such bullshit.
Let's just focus on you guys.
She's in another room.
Let's focus.
You be hell off to the side, though. Every time I see the video, I'm like, are you in your own studio?
Yeah, like some Howard Stern.
They got
Robin
you on
shit.
Zoom and shit. You be like, hey, y'all, how y'all doing?
Quali, I have a question.
Got COVID restrictions.
I mean, knocking on the door to ask a question. Excuse me, guys.
Yeah. Hey, Quali, it's me in the corner.
She gotta fucking send a pigeon. You know, fucking fly over and deliver.
Wait, Jasmin has a question. Let's open up the pigeon and says.
Can I tell you, it'd be so hard to interject.
Let's go down to Jasmin in Times Square.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Side note, watch People's Party. Leave some good comments.
It's a great
show. But also, that's why I love the guests that include me and that look between both and don't just look straight and be like, oh, bitch, you still here? Like, love those people. Keep doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Hi, guys. At Samson Crouppen is all my social media. What do I got coming up? I got my Samson's World talk show coming out on with Comedy Dynamics in March. So look for that every week in March, and that'll be on every platform but Netflix. So I'm excited about that. Self-produced my own talk show in my backyard.
Nice.
It's a nice backyard.
Yeah, it is. I like, so I had to do that shit, had to take it to the street. So that's about it. I don't know. I got my stand-up special out on Amazon too. So if I was here. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice, man. Mm-hmm. And it's your man, Justin Hires. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you watch every episode. Every week in my feelings, I'm finna start dropping those more and more. That's just me by myself, being in my feelings, talking about shit. So that's it, man. If you've been offended by anything that you heard today, just remember one thing: Fuck your feelings.
Want me down, I get